Picture this. You are a developer. AI agent requests keep coming in. Build me a customer service bot that connects to Slack. Build me a data analysis agent that reports daily on Telegram. You open the terminal and start the same routine. Writing the agent loop from scratch. State management, crash retry logic, credential handling, then deploy, then observability breaks, then start over. The same boilerplate, the same pain, over and over. June 17th, 2026, London. Vercel Ship conference. Vercel stands on stage and says one sentence. An agent is a directory. I am Dennis. Today we break down Vercel Eve, the Next.js of agent frameworks. First, some background. Why is Vercel doing this? Vercel revealed a stunning statistic on stage. The number of deployments triggered by AI agents on their platform surged from under 3% to nearly 29% in just 6 months, and they expect it to exceed 50% soon. But every time a developer builds a new agent, they start from scratch. Vercel's positioning of Eve is crystal clear. It is the Next.js of agents. If you remember how Next.js transformed the React ecosystem, folders as roots, adding a file creates a new root. Eve does the same thing. Next.js is folders as roots. Eve is directories as agents. Adding a file gives you a new tool or channel. You focus on what the agent should do. The framework handles the agent loop, persistence, sandbox, and channels. Just like you no longer need to configure React Router manually, you no longer need to build an agent skeleton from scratch. So what does it mean that an agent is a directory? Let us look at the scaffolded structure. Inside the agent directory, there is instructions append, a system prompt written in pure Markdown. Product managers or domain experts can edit it directly without knowing TypeScript. Eve automatically prepends this content to the model on every call. There is a tools directory where each TypeScript file is one tool. The file name is the tool name. Input validation uses Zod. If you create a dangerous operation like deleting a database, just add needs approval true to the tool definition, and the agent will stop and wait for human approval before executing. There is a skills directory. Unlike instructions, skills are only loaded when conversationally relevant. Long documents go here to save tokens. There is a sandbox directory. Code generated by the agent is treated as untrusted and executed in complete isolation. The channels directory comes with built-in adapters for Slack, Discord, Teams, Telegram, Twilio, GitHub, and Linear. It also supports handoff between channels, where a webcap coming in can trigger an investigation thread on Slack. The connections directory is the coolest part in my opinion. It natively supports MCP, the Model Context Protocol, as well as OpenAPI. Vercel Connect automatically handles OAuth flows and token refresh. A Notion OAuth integration that used to require 300 lines of code now takes just a few lines. According to Vercel's official blog, you just place an MCP server file in the agent's connections directory, and Eve automatically handles authentication. Then there is a sub-agents directory for delegating to child agents, and a schedules directory for cron scheduled tasks. Every directory communicates one principle. Agent capabilities are declarative, not programmatic. Let us walk through the development workflow. npx Eve, latest init my agent. Within 1 minute, the complete directory structure is generated. Then you do 3 things. Edit instructions of MD to tell the agent who it is. Edit agent DS to pick a model, for example Claude Opus 4.8. Add a TypeScript file to the tools directory to give it a capability. Then npx Eve dev launches an interactive TUI where you can chat with your agent directly in the terminal and use / commands to switch models on the fly. Finally, Vercel deploy, one click to production. Eve has several notable features. First, human in the loop with needs approval true. The agent stops before dangerous operations and waits for approval. Waiting consumes 0 compute resources. Second, built-in evals that integrate agent testing into CI/CD. Changes to prompts get caught before deployment. Third, durable execution. Every conversation is a checkpointed durable workflow. Sessions survive crashes, cold starts, and redeployments. So how does Eve compare to others? Let me break down the competitive landscape. Eve is Apache 2.0 open source but locked to Vercel's platform. Mastra is the most direct competitor, also TypeScript first, also has durable execution through ingest but platform agnostic. If you want Eve's developer experience without being locked into Vercel, Mastra is the best alternative. LangGraph takes a deep graph-based state control approach, offering maximum flexibility. OpenAI AgentKit can deploy on AWS, GCP, or even self-hosted servers. What about Anthropic's MCP and Claude Code? Vercel's position is clear, highly complementary, not competitive. MCP is a standard, Eve is a carrier. Eve natively supports MCP. You can use Claude Code to generate Eve agent code, then deploy with Vercel Deploy. They work together perfectly. Of course, the community has pushed back directly. The biggest concern is vendor lock-in. Eve is Apache 2.0 open source, but all of its core features run on Vercel's proprietary infrastructure. Workflow is Vercel Workflow. Sandbox is Vercel Sandbox. AI Gateway is Vercel AI Gateway. Channel communication runs through Vercel's Edge network. The community has a good saying, open source and runs anywhere, true in direction but not yet fully in practice. This is not a small issue. Vercel's entire business model has always walked this line. Trade unparalleled developer experience for platform binding. Just like Next.js, you can run Next.js anywhere, but the best features like ISR, middleware, and server actions only work fully on Vercel. Eve is simply the latest iteration of this model. So will Eve become the Next.js of agents? After analyzing 25 sources, I believe the answer breaks down into 3 points. First, the directory as agent concept is becoming a de facto standard. Both Dawn and Eve use this pattern. If you have not tried it yet, npx Eve latest init takes 1 minute. You do not even need to deploy. Just looking at the directory structure reveals the design philosophy. Second, Eve is the fastest path to validate an agent idea. 1 minute scaffolding, edit markdown to change personality, add a TypeScript file to create a tool. For prototyping, nothing is faster. Third, choosing Eve means choosing the Vercel ecosystem. This is neither right nor wrong. Just like choosing Vercel to deploy Next.js, the key is knowing the trade-off. If you need portability, Mastra is right there. Eve's technical components, durable execution, sandbox, and model gateway are not innovations in 2026. Multiple frameworks already offer similar capabilities. What is truly novel is the packaging. A fiercest first convention that compresses scaffolding time to the extreme, plus a distribution pipeline measured in millions of developers. This is reminiscent of Next.js's rise, not because it invented React, but because it freed React developers from thinking about routing and rendering configuration. Eve does the same thing for agents. It frees agent developers from thinking about agent loops, persistence, and channel configuration. Will it become the Next.js of agents? Time will tell, but the direction is clear. The future of agents is declarative, file-stem first, and framework-driven. I am Dennis. If you are interested in agent frameworks, let me know which one you want me to analyze next. LangGraph, Mastra, or OpenAI AgentKit. See you next time.